Establishing a routine for a baby can be one of the biggest challenges for first-time parents, especially when it comes to finding a balance without losing patience. Do you need to stick to strict schedules, or is there a more relaxed way to adapt to your baby's real needs? In this video, we'll break down the idea of a routine, showing how to create predictability with flexibility, respecting each child's natural rhythm. Let's look at how to identify your baby's signals and, from there, develop a routine that works without the pressure of fixed schedules. It doesn't matter if you've tried methods that didn't work before. Here, the focus is on comfort and confidence, both for the baby and for you. Imagine a baby routine without the rigidity of set times. Sometimes, the concept of a routine sounds like a strict schedule for every activity, a frustrating approach for both parents and babies, who don't always follow the clock. After all, babies are guided by their needs and cues, not by schedules. In this sense, a routine is more of a guideline based on predictability, which gives babies a sense of comfort and caregivers the peace of knowing what's likely to come next, without pressure to stick to exact times. Instead of following a rigid timetable, it's more beneficial to observe the signals your baby gives. Each one communicates their needs, whether for sleep, food, or even a moment of interaction. An effective approach is to keep the environment calm around the times your baby typically sleeps, making it easier to pick up on signs of tiredness. Letting go of a strict schedule, this natural routine is much more adaptable to the baby's real rhythm, helping parents feel less overwhelmed and more connected to their child's genuine needs. This type of routine respects each child's pace and brings benefits to parents, who become better at responding to the baby's specific needs. They start trusting their own instincts instead of following general rules. It's not about fitting the baby into a fixed schedule but discovering a rhythm that works for both in a light and spontaneous way. This flexible approach makes the process of establishing a routine more natural and sets the stage for the next step, knowing when and how to start introducing structured practices. The first few months of a baby's life are marked by unpredictability, where a bit of a chaos is part of the whole family's adjustment process. During this time, it's natural for routine to feel distant, with parents focused more on responding to the baby's irregular signals. However, around 3 to 4 months, when the baby begins to show some regularity, it's a good opportunity to introduce a gentle structure into daily life, allowing the baby to start feeling more secure and comforted. When starting a routine, the recommendation is to begin with simple activities that are already part of the baby's daily life. For example, establish a small bedtime ritual, such as dimming the lights or playing a calm lullaby to create an atmosphere that signals rest. Small gestures like these gradually create an internal clock for the baby, associating these cues with sleep time and making the transition to sleep smoother. The gradual implementation allows parents to make continuous adjustments and better understand what works for their baby. It's a process of observation and experimentation. If the baby responds well to a bath before bedtime, this can be slowly incorporated. The idea is for each step in the routine to bring more ease and confidence to parents, who can adapt practices according to the baby's responses, all of which helps cultivate the patience essential in this mutual adjustment process. Patience is a crucial skill when establishing a routine for the baby, especially because unexpected changes are common. Understanding that predictability is the goal, not exact times, is a good start. Each day can bring a surprise. Maybe the baby needs a little more time to sleep or a longer break between feedings. Flexibility is the key to avoiding frustration and accepting that the adaptation process is fluid and takes time. One practical way to practice patience is to focus on small victories and daily progress rather than aiming for a perfect schedule. For example, if the baby sleeps a bit more at the desired time or accepts the bath routine before bed, that's already a win. Celebrating these small achievements allows parents to reinforce what went well and learn what can be adjusted, making the process less draining and more positive for everyone. Additionally, creating a moment for relaxation and self-care can help parents maintain calm in the face of challenges. Fatigue and lack of sleep are a reality, but finding short breaks to rest and recharge makes a difference. Patience comes from these pauses and from understanding that each phase is temporary, bringing new opportunities for learning. This way, staying present and flexible makes each stage lighter and more adaptable. Now that you've learned how to build a routine that respects your baby's rhythm, why not start applying these tips in your daily life? Imagine how small changes can make your days lighter and create a more harmonious environment for the whole family. Are you ready to adapt the routine, observing each of your baby's signals and needs to strengthen this unique connection? Share in the comments how this process is going for you, and subscribe to the channel to keep learning about infant sleep and other care tips that can transform your daily life. Turn on notifications to receive our practical tips and continue building a routine that respects your baby's rhythm.